DC coils contain a single winding of wire with a specific number of turns and are designed to operate on a constant direct current, creating a magnetic field proportional to the current flowing through the coil. AC coils, on the other hand, contain two or more windings of wire wound in opposite directions and are designed to operate on an alternating current voltage, creating an alternating magnetic field that reverses polarity with the AC voltage. Now let's examine the behavior when supplied with incorrect voltages. Firstly, we will discuss a DC coil supplied with AC voltage. The AC voltage creates an inductive reactance in the coil, which opposes the flow of current. This means the coil will exhibit reduced magnetic field strength and may not function as intended. The inductive reactance can also cause the coil to overheat due to increased current resistance, and prolonged exposure to AC voltage can damage the coil's insulation and windings. Secondly, let's talk about what happens when an AC coil is supplied with DC voltage. DC voltage does not produce an alternating magnetic field in an AC coil, so there will be no magnetic field. The constant current flow through the coil can cause the windings to overheat and burn out, and in some cases, the DC voltage can create a short circuit within the coil, potentially damaging the entire circuit. To better understand, let's apply this to a scenario where a 24 volts AC coil was not designed to operate on 24 volts DC. The AC coil, when supplied with DC voltage, caused excessive current flow and overheating, leading to blown fuses. The coil's windings may have burned out, resulting in the failure of the solenoid. It is crucial to use coils designed for the correct voltage type to prevent malfunction, damage, or safety hazards. Using an AC coil on a DC circuit or vice versa can have significant consequences. To further elaborate on the inductive reactance in a DC coil supplied with AC voltage, consider that inductance is the property of an electrical conductor by which a change in current through it induces a voltage in both the conductor itself and in any nearby conductors. This phenomenon is known as self-inductance and mutual inductance respectively. Inductive reactance, measured in ohms, is the opposition to the flow of alternating current caused by the inductor. The inductive reactance is directly proportional to the frequency of the AC voltage and the inductance of the coil. A higher frequency or inductance will result in a greater inductive reactance, further impeding the current flow and contributing to overheating. When a DC coil is subjected to AC voltage, it attempts to behave as an inductor, resisting the change in current. This resistance manifests as inductive reactance, which limits the current flow but also generates heat within the coil. This heat is a direct consequence of the energy dissipated due to the opposition to the alternating current. The heat generated can degrade the insulation of the coil windings over time, leading to short circuits and eventual failure. The reduced magnetic field strength occurs because the AC voltage is constantly changing direction. The DC coil is designed for a steady, unidirectional current to establish a stable magnetic field. The alternating current disrupts the formation of a strong, consistent magnetic field, leading to reduced performance. Regarding the AC coil supplied with DC voltage, the primary issue is the lack of alternating magnetic field. AC coils rely on the changing magnetic field to induce current and create the necessary electromagnetic forces for their operation. When DC voltage is applied, there is no change in the magnetic field, and the coil essentially acts as a low resistance path for the current. This low resistance allows a large amount of current to flow through the coil, exceeding its design capacity. This excessive current flow generates significant heat within the windings. The heat is proportional to the square of the current, as described by Joule's law. The heat rapidly increases the temperature of the coil, causing the insulation to break down and the windings to melt or burn out. This thermal runaway effect is a common cause of failure for AC coils when subjected to DC voltage. The short circuit that can occur is a direct result of the insulation failure. As the insulation degrades due to overheating, the windings can come into contact with each other, creating a low resistance path for the current. This short circuit further increases the current flow, exacerbating the overheating and potentially damaging other components in the circuit. The potential damage extends beyond the coil itself. The excessive current can overload the power supply, damage wiring, and even cause fires. Therefore, It is imperative to ensure that coils are operated within their specified voltage and current parameters. It is important to understand that the voltage rating of a coil indicates the maximum voltage that the coil can safely handle under normal operating conditions. Exceeding this voltage can lead to insulation breakdown and failure even if the correct voltage type is used. In addition to voltage, the current rating of a coil specifies the maximum current that the coil can continuously carry without overheating. Exceeding this current can also cause insulation damage and coil failure. The selection of the correct coil for a specific application requires careful consideration of both voltage and current requirements. It is also essential to consider the operating environment, including temperature, humidity, and vibration. Extreme conditions can accelerate the degradation of the coil insulation and reduce its lifespan. Regular inspection and maintenance of coils are crucial for identifying potential problems before they lead to catastrophic failures. Look for signs of overheating, such as discoloration of the windings or a burning smell. Also, check for any physical damage to the coil insulation or terminals. Proper wiring practices are essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of coils. Use appropriately sized conductors to minimize voltage drop and prevent overheating. Ensure that all connections are secure and properly insulated. Follow all applicable electrical codes and standards when installing and maintaining coils. For example, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides detailed requirements for wiring and overcurrent protection. Understanding and adhering to these codes can significantly reduce the risk of electrical hazards. In practical terms, when replacing a coil, always use a replacement coil with the same voltage and current ratings as the original. Never substitute a coil with a lower voltage or current rating, as this can lead to premature failure and potential safety hazards. If you are unsure about the correct coil to use, consult with a qualified electrician or engineer. Troubleshooting electrical problems involving coils requires a systematic approach. Firstly, verify that the correct voltage is being supplied to the coil. Use a voltmeter to measure the voltage at the coil terminals. If the voltage is incorrect, investigate the power supply and associated wiring. Secondly, check the coil for continuity using an ohmmeter. A reading of 0 ohms indicates a short circuit, while a reading of infinite ohms indicates an open circuit. If the coil is shorted or open, it must be replaced. Thirdly, inspect the coil for any signs of overheating or physical damage. If the coil shows signs of damage, it should be replaced, even if it still has continuity. In the automotive factory case, the addition of the 24 volts AC solenoid to a 24 volts DC control circuit was a clear violation of these principles. The resulting fuse blowing and potential solenoid failure were direct consequences of using an incompatible coil. This situation highlights the importance of proper electrical design and maintenance in industrial settings. Proper training and education for electricians and technicians are crucial for preventing similar incidents from occurring. Employees should be trained to recognize the differences between AC and DC systems, to select the correct components for each application, and to follow safe wiring practices. Regular safety audits and inspections can help to identify and correct potential hazards before they lead to accidents. In addition to the design differences and voltage compatibility, it's important to consider the different applications for AC and DC coils. DC coils are commonly used in applications where a constant magnetic field is required, such as in relays, solenoids, and magnetic brakes. AC coils are typically used in applications where a changing magnetic field is needed, such as in transformers, motors, and generators. Understanding these different applications can help you to select the correct coil for a specific task. Consider a relay, a common application for DC coils. A relay uses a DC coil to create a magnetic field that attracts an armature, which in turn closes or opens a set of electrical contacts. The DC coil provides a stable magnetic field that ensures reliable operation of the relay. In contrast, a transformer uses AC coils to transfer electrical energy from one circuit to another. The alternating current in the primary coil creates a changing magnetic field that induces a voltage in the secondary coil. The ratio of the number of turns in the primary and secondary coils determines the voltage transformation ratio. Another important consideration is the type of insulation used in the coil windings. The insulation must be able to withstand the operating voltage, temperature, and environmental conditions. Common insulation materials include enamel, varnish, and epoxy. The choice of insulation material depends on the specific application and operating requirements. Enamel is a common insulation material for general-purpose coils. It provides good electrical insulation and is relatively inexpensive. Varnish is often used to impregnate coil windings to provide mechanical support and protect against moisture and contaminants. Epoxy is a high-performance insulation material that offers excellent electrical and mechanical properties. It is often used in demanding applications where high reliability is required. In summary, understanding the design differences between AC and DC coils, the consequences of using incorrect voltage types, and the importance of proper coil selection and maintenance is crucial for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of electrical equipment. By following these guidelines, you can prevent costly failures, minimize safety hazards, and extend the lifespan of your equipment. Furthermore, always consult manufacturer's specifications and data sheets for detailed information on coil characteristics and operating requirements. These documents provide valuable information on voltage ratings, current ratings, insulation materials, and other critical parameters. Ignoring manufacturer's specifications can lead to premature coil failure and potential safety hazards. Also, consider the use of overcurrent protection devices, such as fuses and circuit breakers, to protect coils from excessive current flow. These devices are designed to interrupt the current flow in the event of a fault, preventing damage to the coil and other components in the circuit. Proper overcurrent protection is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. When selecting overcurrent protection devices, be sure to choose devices with appropriate current ratings and interrupting capacities. The current rating should be slightly higher than the normal operating current of the coil, but low enough to protect the coil from damage in the event of a fault. The interrupting capacity should be sufficient to safely interrupt the maximum fault current that could occur in the circuit. Remember that the automotive factory scenario serves as a valuable reminder of the importance of proper electrical design and maintenance. By understanding the principles outlined, you can prevent similar incidents from occurring in your own workplace.